Oh well.
Boo, I don't like being on the attack. You
I
get
mean,
more.
you get to win though,
You get to win, which is good if you have the quest, but if you don't have the quest, generally right now winning means less honor, which is just
because
brilliant.
the towers are so much
Y-
honor.
Yeah, so we can get that much. We can actually get more, but the vehicles have to go around, destroy the four towers before breaking into the center, and that like never happens.
Mm.
Usually we get two towers in the middle, which isn't as much as getting three towers on defense. See, this guy knows.
What all can we get with honor right now besides the pieces?
That's it.
Your blue gear, your slightly higher item level, epic, non set pieces, and that's it.
Oh, so that's like the belt and stuff like that. The same sort of PvP, like the gladiator pieces or whatever, kind kind of thing.
You can get the 213 non set epic pieces or the 200 blue rare set pieces.
Okay.
There's also some 200 epic ones you can get, but you shouldn't waste your honor on that. You should pay a little bit more to get the better ones. I got neck and ring. Those are the first two things I got.
Gotcha.
And basically, I got the stuff with the most hit because that's about the best. That's the only really great stat that you get on PvP pieces because it's so stam heavy.
Oh, stun by. Oh,
Yay, 3 stacks of Adder's Tongue so far. Ooh, that's 8 Frost Lotus now.
Are you going to make us some Dark Moon greatness decks?
I'm an alchemist.
Oh,
I make the guild's flask. I'm the flask master alchemist for the guild.
need to level a scribe.
I have one that's 70. It just hasn't done anything with it yet.
The
try here, but I can't cast any abilities.
I tried to buy my holy glyphs off the auction house. Somebody bought out like all the glyphs and put them back up for 100 gold a pop. So
Yeah.
now they're
My
all way
God.
too expensive. They were like 1 gold a piece last week. Now they're 100.
Yeah, that shit is so dumb.
Yeah, the one more thing I think they should have put in the game from retail was the new auction house, which makes all that shit just die off where you can't do that crap.
Yeah.
How does it prevent it?
So it's first in okay, so have you seen the new retail auction house? I'm trying to think of how to explain this.
No, I've never played retail.
It is completely different. It basically makes like all these scams and stuff where it's like, hey, look, the buyouts, you know, it's the lowest price on the list if you sort it. And it's like, no, it's the lowest bid with the highest buyout. These are all scams basically. It's just
Hmm. So
mm,
like I use
I could
TSM,
just
and
show you real
TSM I
quick.
think
No, no, no.
TSM already shows you the
No,
lowest
so
bid.
even the auction house mods do not compare. So they took like basically all the auction house mods and used them to completely redo how the auction house works in retail, and it's so much better. It ended all the scams and crap. And also on retail, they recently made the auction houses instead of being just the server, they're the entire battle group for all the servers are linked together on the auction house. So you can't have like
Hmm.
so people can't do the stuff where they move stuff from one server to the other and make
I
a ton of
see.
money anymore. Instead, they're all linked together. That part doesn't need to be here for Wrath, but still, um, fuck, I don't know how to explain it without showing you it.
Wait, so before you could only ever do Winter's Grasp once
Huh?
within the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
would
don't
just
know.
be one queue for your server.
Yep. It
And
happened
like
once
you
every
were
couple
stuck on your
hours.
server. Yeah, it was still once every 3 hours, but you were stuck on your server, and if it was 40 versus 10, that just happened.
Yeah,
Um,
and it gave a massive buff to the team that had less, but wasn't enough to matter.
yeah, right. So they're just doing this the way they do all the other PvP now. But in order to make that work, they decided that they have to be just running groups constantly, so they have to keep the window open longer, and this is the result that you can do it 4 times in 15 minutes.
Interesting. Okay, okay, I see. Because they're talking about there being a bug or whatever in guild chat, and I was like, is this bugged? I don't know. Like,
I
that's
don't
what
think
I've
it's
been
a bug.
saying. Okay,
It's not a
They
bug,
might
it's
need to,
intended.
yeah,
they
they
probably
might
need
need,
to tweak the honor.
yes, they'll probably need to tweak the tower honor, but I think that's the only thing that feels off to me. I think this is working as intended generally.
Okay. Because, yeah, like, that's sort of what I was saying about why I was focusing on doing this is like, it seems like it may not be as lucrative soon. And if that's
Yeah,
the case, then like,
I'm guessing they'll do something like lower tower honor to 2k for the damage, 2k for the destruction instead of 7500 or something like that, and then it'll feel more normal because otherwise there's very little reason to do any other PvP if
hmm
you're just going for honor. This is just too much. I'm going to take advantage. Anyways, the way the new auction house works in retail is you don't necessarily buy from an individual, whatever the lowest price is. If let's say that it's some herb, everybody who's selling that herb, it gets thrown into a pool for whatever their amount was, whatever they posted for, and whatever the lowest price is, that's what you buy. You don't see
Hmm.
the person, you don't actually pick the item, you can't accidentally pay more for it. When you buy it, you just get the lowest one that's in the pool, and the next person who buys it gets the next lowest one that's in that pool,
Right. So it's
etc.
basically like a shop that is supported by people's auctions or something,
That's
like
right.
people creating auctions or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, and the main reason they did that is because people would post like 3 items at 100 gold a piece, and they would like trick the system to put it at the top. By the way they're posting it, and people would accidentally pay way too much for stuff.
Also, you can't post stuff one at a time. It's just you
Yeah,
just look at it. It doesn't work like that.
that's right. So like
And
if the
canceling
first
auctions will lose you a lot of money because of the auction house feed, where you like if you post it one at a time over and over again, it'll literally just cost you a ton of money to cancel auctions. So it keeps auction bots from constantly updating their price.
I see.
Yeah, it wouldn't fix the glyph problem necessarily because someone could hypothetically buy out every item and then repost it. But because of the battle group thing and because auctions are shared across servers, it's just less likely that that happens because it's too much product to buy.
Right. And they'd also, but also like Cletus is saying, they would be locked in. So they would set their price, and then they might start getting undercut.
Yeah, they would be out there to
Okay,
pause it.
I'm capped.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
So
drop you.
I'm gonna drop down. Okay. Cool. Okay, now I gotta kill these war bears. Yeah. Oh, for some reason, the vehicle commands are 4, 5, 6 rather than 1, 2, 3 on this bear.
Blame your add-on.
It's not.
So I ran over here and herbed this herb while somebody was fighting a fucking rhino like 50 yards away, like way away from it. And this dude, he sent me a tell. He's like, "You motherfucker, that was my herb. I was killing this rhino. Go grab that." I'm like, "What? You were nowhere near it."
Where are
And
you?
I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he called me a fucking f. Like he goes, "You faggot fuck," and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, mate?" I'm like, "Okay, that herb didn't have your name on it. Sorry." And then he replied back with a couple words I'm not even gonna say and put me on ignore.
Do you realize that the herbs are everywhere? It's fine. You'll
Yeah,
find more.
it's Sholazar Basin, bro. I've already got almost 4 stacks of fucking adder's tongue. Don't worry. There's
Yeah,
more.
that place was so empty like starting late last night and then early this morning. I got so much ore, and like the questing was really free. It was fantastic.
Last night, the moment I got flying, I flew around Wintergrass for an hour farming Serenite and Titanium because there was nobody.
Mm,
And now today it's just packed. Just the difference a day makes.
By the way, Zimba got 8
yeah.
Serenite bars.
I
I don't
prospected
have the
all mine.
bars. But
Actually, no, I don't need that anymore because I hit
4.
I hit 450 on fucking alchemy. I forgot. I'm also watching a human warrior, arms warrior in fucking brutal gear getting killed by 2 fucking cats.
Yeah, I've watched other warriors, and I'm like, I don't know what you're doing over there, but it's the wrong spec because
Yeah,
like
this is literally
the
there
shit
was.
is busted, and whatever you're doing looks like it sucks ass.
It's just like he's got the brutal sword and everything. It's very obvious what he has, but he's just getting fucking rickrolled by these 2 dread saber cats. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm over here pulling
Yeah,
like 6 fucking rhinos and just hitting. Oh, look, I pulled like 20 mobs. Hit the metaform, immolation aura. I win.
yeah. I did the same. Like earlier today, I came into this house to pick up some mobs in there. There was this one warrior in the corner, like hitting one mob, and I just run in. I'm like, oh, okay. There's like 3 mobs in here. Grab the 3 mobs, pop all my shit. Blah blah blah. They're dead. Go up and pick a like
Move on.
quest item up off the ground and leave, and that guy's still like pink on the one mob. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, people
Like
keep people
literally.
keep people keep telling me I don't know why you quest is like as a demo lock, and I'm like probably because I could pull more than the affliction locks and just tank all of it and kill it all like instantaneously. They're like, how do you do that? I'm like, it's a demo lock. You literally pull the entire area and hit the metamorphosis immolation aura, and then slash dance. It's like it kills everything. It does 2k damage to everything within 10 yards of me. It's fine. Also it puts me now at almost 18,000 armor when I hit it. So I'm like, I'm a warlock with more fucking armor than the tank. Get out the way, bitch. Hey, look, that herb that guy bitched at me for taking respawned, and I'm taking it again.
Nice.
He's not here, but I'm taking it again.
Yeah, every time you do that metamorphosis, I'm like, well, all right, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I know I'm gonna
I
pull
can
aggro
hold,
with it. I'm like, I can wait
like,
till
I can
everything's
hold
half
1 or
dead, but it
2.
doesn't matter. I'm grabbing that shit.
Yeah, it's like I can hold 1 or 2 probably, but there's like 8 mobs, so I hope I
Good
hope you
luck.
have some contingencies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have lifeblood, the endless fucking healing potion, death coil, and a health stone to keep myself alive during those times. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking tank all this shit now. I remember whenever Wrath pre-patch dropped, I was like, by the way, I'll be tanking this dungeon, and the fucking tank's like, oh yeah, sure you will. And then literally like first pull, I'm like, I told you I'm going to be tanking this dungeon. And every boss I pulled aggro on, every single fucking one of them, because just pop all my cooldowns. I'm like, and it's mine. I can't taunt that. I don't care.
Whoa, this quest seems like it might be cool. Wait. Oh. So I jump off of the. Oh, not these ones. Okay.
Also, I don't know how people are not killing these rhinos fast. I'm still watching that fucking the warrior is killing these rhinos one at a time, slow as shit. I literally crit a rhino just now for 7.5k. I'm like, that was literally 80% of that thing's health gone. Like, what is going on over there? There, rhino's done.
Cletus, do you need any of those dungeons? Can you go to them at 76?
For which ones? The whatever? No,
Some like
I
maybe
literally
Stratholme or the
no.
or
I
like
think I think
Lightning.
I need to be 77, and I am 1.5 bubbles from it.
Okay. Well, okay. Because if you're 77, Father Shane's gonna be done with
77.
Winter's Grasp in like 15 or so minutes.
I can probably do Halls of Lightning. And Stratham was 77. I don't know though.
We can see if Bonfire wants to do that. Because then we, or I mean, Father Shane could heal as well, and we could just find 2 DPS one way or the other. Who do we got? So Sticky 76. I wonder how close to 77 he is. Greed is 79. He could maybe come if he wanted to, because he could DPS or heal as well. Let me start messaging people.
Also, the fact that the endless fucking healing potion is on a 1 minute cooldown is so fucking good.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this quest. Oops.
You dummy.
So what do I do? Okay. Oh. Oh, here we go. Whoa, this quest is badass.
Which one?
You're on a Drake, and there's other Drake riders, and you like harpoon onto their Drake
Oh, yeah.
and murder them and throw them off and then keep going. This is pretty badass.
See if you still like it after doing it 100 times. That's one of the
Yeah.
dailies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's also easy. Like,
And that one's not too bad. The one I hate is the Sons of Hodir one where you're on the Drake and you have to rescue 3 guys, fly all the way back, come back, and do it 2 more times.
I was doing that one earlier and I
Ugh.
couldn't figure it out. And it was like, what the fuck is this quest?
So annoying, and that's another one of the potential dailies. If you choose to do it. Get that one, it's stupid.
I finally figured it out and it was like, okay, it's less bad than I thought, but yeah, it's pretty rough. I think if you have epic flying, it's probably okay. Oh shit, I have to do 10 of these? 10 is a lot. I don't want to do 10.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna get another one.
I feel like Spider-Man doing this.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I like the quest in Zuldrak where it's like take a tour of the place whenever your disguise is undead and you're working for Drakuru. It's hilarious because the quest gives 22,000 XP to do, and on top of that, you literally discover the entirety of Zuldrak. So you get another 30,000 from exploration just for discovering different areas. It's like a,
It is? Holy
it's
shit.
it's like a 5 minute quest where you literally just you get picked up by a gargoyle and flown around the entire zone. It's hilarious. It's just 50,000 XP to just go AFK for 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm okay with this.
I've done that quest.
I am one bubble from 77 now.
Do you think Stratholme, you maybe need to be higher level?
Maybe for Stratholme, I don't know. Because it shows me what level, like, you get, like... On Atlas Loot, it shows, like, certain levels for, like, what they're red at. And it says, like, Ulduar is the fucking Halls of Stone is the 77 to 79. I'm just like, I was doing it at 76, so...
Yeah.
Halls of Lightning though says 77 to 80, so or
What does Strath say?
says 79 to 80. So does Stratholme says 79
Okay.
to 80. But I don't know what level you can actually you have to be to get in it though, because that can be
Right.
different.
How many have I killed yet? Oh, we're done. How do I return? Wait.
Oh, you have to.
Oh.
Are you still doing the trade quest?
Yeah, I need to go to this orb.
So there's pillars way up top around.
Yeah.
Like you're flying around.
I
Those
see
pillars
it.
have a little nodule on each of them. You have to click and spear up to the nodule, and then you'll be on top of the pillar and you can turn it in.
I speared to the Dude, that quest was cool. Of course anything you have to do a million times, but that was a cool quest.
I need one more glyph to complete because nobody had the fucking life tap glyph yet. I got quick decay. Also, I need Fell Hunter or Fell Guard glyph. I don't have that one yet either. Yeah. Okay, got all the stakes. Take this back to this guy.
Oh, Emblem of Heroism 1. Seems like I'm on pace to go get Emblem of Heroism times 5.
And go do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Then you can go grab your belt and be like, troll. You need 40 for your belt. Belt's a humongous upgrade.
Yeah, my belt is also like a DPS belt right now.
Yeah, what was that belt again? Parry, dodge, defense, giant chunk of stamina, and a yellow socket.
What do you need? Strength.
I need to order food.
Four hours, 40 minutes till alchemy research time. Wonder what I'll discover this time on my 3-day cooldown. I need intact cobra fangs now. Okay, Felguard, don't punch him in the mouth. I need the fangs. I also need the minor glyph to where the Felguard equips some random two-hander that I have in my bag. And I'm 300 gold away from having dual spec and flying. I went dual spec so I can go quest as Destro because it's by far the fastest quest for killing mobs. You can just one-shot a mob.
Up that other spec.
Yeah, I know, but like when I'm doing stuff where I don't have to AoE farm a giant chunk of shit, if I'm just going to go do... It's also really good in 5-man dungeons because... also, I prefer it in PvP. PvP as Destro is hilarious because Chaos Bolt goes through everything. It's how you kill a Disc Priest in one shot. You crit with Chaos Bolt and they just die. Like straight up one shot and it goes through all their shields because it ignores shields. It is funny though. There's like a Disc Priest, he's half health and he has like a shield on him for like 2 times his health. He's like, oh, I'm fine. And then you just see pop. And he's like, what happened?
Yeah, that sounds pretty sick.
It also goes through immunity, so it kills paladins through bubbles.
Oh, that's nuts.
Also goes through ice block, just like you have the same thing. You have shattering throw.
Yeah.
Paladin bubbles. You're like about that. I have some bad news, crack. Two cobra fangs. Ah, ah, ah. I almost have 5 eternal lives on me, too. Because I get so much of that shit from fucking herping. Like, honestly, there is no such thing as a bad spec for locks this expansion. Destra's also really good in fucking dungeons. Mainly because the giant AoE stun that does a stupid amount of damage. Shadow Crash or the Shadow Fury. It's fantastic for AoE pulls. Yeah, there's all the fangs. Which one of these factions do I want to go with? Frenzy Heart Tribe or Oracles? No, Oracles have the mount, which like just kind of makes them better. I also have a belt and a wand I wouldn't mind. $15 more animals till the 60 animal quest is complete. A little bit over half a bubble till 77. What does this quest give? 20k more. Fuck, I fell. Oh yeah, I need to update mods real quick. Curse Forge, open. Let that update everything and then reload. Update all Atlas Loot Daily Boss mods, details, and questy are updating. And done. I'll close Curse Forge and reload. Ta-da. Where do you spend Stonekeeper shards at again? Is that Winter Grasp?
Yeah.
Do they have a list here in Winter Grasp? Yeah, there they are.
Alright, so what's the fastest way to get to Culling of Stratholme?
Shattereth. If you are revered with the Keepers of Time, if you go to Shat, the lower city, there is an NPC who will port you to the Caverns of Time. Actually, there might be a port to keep to the Caverns of Time in in Dalaran somewhere. Like in the tower, like the main building tower where the leader is, there might be a portal to it there.
It's right in the Kirin Tor place.
Yeah.
Let's go look.
No. Be good.
Yep.
Was there one there?
Yep. Good thinking.
I'm doing all this off the memory from when I played Wrath. Right after I got out of the army.
Ancestors watch over you.
Why does she not have Crocolica Mastery for me? Do I have to do this one first? Probably. I'll go do it.
Do you have a group punishing?
Yeah. I'm just doing Strat daily quick.
Oh, okay, the daily tale, yeah.
Yeah, is that what you guys are planning on doing?
Well, Cletus's may be a little low, so I was kind of thinking he's dinging. He
I
either
need
is or
20,000
is
more
about to
XP.
yeah, he's gonna ding 77 in a second. So
And then I
maybe
think I
do
can do it.
some. What's it called? The other place, Hall of Lightning, because that's a lower level. Maybe do that a bit with him first, and then. But yeah,
Well, no,
definitely feel
they're
free to,
both
like.
the same level. They're both the
Yeah,
same.
Oh, okay.
that sounds good to me. I'll do this one quick and then we
Yeah.
can do whatever.
I'm at her doing questing. I just ordered some food, so. Not like,
Where's mine?
but yeah, it seems like let's start thinking about getting some pieces, especially if I'm gonna be tanking some shit. I don't want to be super squish and have people like you're not healable.
Yeah, I
But
don't
one of
think
these
anybody would be complaining too much.
one of these fun quests where the enemies are like flying, so I have to go and haunt them out of the fucking sky.
You know, you can throw
Cool.
you can throw your weapon, right?
Yeah,
Not just
but
shattering
even so,
throw,
when
but the
they're
other one.
yeah, the just regular throw. But when they're flying, it's just like I don't know, they are often at a range. It's hard for me to group them up with other mobs, which is like
Oh
my
yeah, that's
strong
annoying.
suit.
I don't want to aggro these Hydra because they don't count towards the quest, so I don't care about them.
Man, sweeping strikes is like the most busted ability in this game.
All these rogues running around so proud of their blade flurry.
I've had a couple rogues in my dungeon groups who are just like, "What the fuck is this AOE?" Like I cast Seed one time, but I'm just using fucking Immolation Aura with the meta, just obliterating everything, and I'm like, "Troll, lol, fuck your blade flurry."
Yeah, rogues are really like not set up well for dungeons. And it's unfortunate too, because
Well, the
like
thing
there's a
is,
world
they are
where
if they're
dungeons.
assassination rogues. Assassination rogues are fine in dungeons once they get fucking the fan of knives.
Right, right.
But until then,
Yeah,
no,
well,
not really.
there's supposedly that like farm that rogues could do that was in Kara with Fan of Knives or something like that. That was like completely busted.
Well, okay, so that was only in Old Wrath. It's because this patch is so original Fan of Knives when it was first released also interrupted everything. and it was a spam interrupt that had no cooldown on it, no internal GCD.
Gotcha.
So there was a couple mobs in Kara that didn't actually melee; they only cast at you. And also, it applied. Well, it still does, but it would insta apply both your poisons to the target. So you'd use crippling and the mind numbing on your two weapons. And what that did was it made everything cast really slow and move really slow. And you could kite them around with Phantom Knives to where the ones that could melee you couldn't hit you because they couldn't catch you. And the ones that cast couldn't cast because you were spamming Phantom Knives. So you weren't in a raid, but you were getting the XP of the raid targets without the XP reduction from being in a raid, so you could solo farm them. It was hilarious, but now it doesn't work. Specifically because it was broken as fuck. Ew, wireless mouses? Terrible. Should never have wireless mouses or keyboards if you're doing anything like gaming wise to feel cool, because it's way too easy for them to they input lag automatically just for being wireless for transferring data. It's like twice the lag of it being wired, the connection.
Man, when I got here, these Valkyrian aspirants were everywhere, and I focused on killing the Valkyries. And now, it's the other way around. And I did the Valkyries. I'm behind on the aspirants.
Just killing fucking these little shits. Oop, adder's tongue. The only problem with Sholazar Basin is I go slow because I'm too busy herbing constantly.
It kind of felt the same way. I was like, ooh, or, ooh, or, ooh, or. Oh, we did it.
Oop, that's another eternal life. The primal life, basically. Oh, I have a quest for Dread Sabers. I was ignoring them. I didn't know I even had one. Oh, that's one of those herbs I can't get to without flying, isn't it? That sucks. And some ally just showed up and got it. Fuck you. I'm gonna hit that button just in case. If they're not, they won't be. Bonfire says you have to be 78 to get into Halls of Lightning. So I can't even do it yet.
Ah, bummer. Okay.
Oop, another Frost Lotus. 77. Now to go get flying and train and then hearth back here and continue grinding.
Hey there. For the Alliance. How are you? What's your bet? How are you? Safe travel. Great to meet you. See you soon.
Blessings upon you. Seek the path. You need something? Have a good one.
Can I help you? Off and away.
Take the flight to Lakeside Landing. Fucking with who?
How are you? See you around.
Oh, okay, from over there. Do that on my way out. You know what the funny part is? I've never been to Borean Tundra yet. I get to do all those
Nice.
at 80
Yeah,
for free gold.
those two early places, yeah, I haven't done them at all.
I did
My friend was like, "Hey,
every quest in Howling Fjord.
Oh, I didn't do either of them. My friend was asking me about them because he's like level 71, and I was like, dude, I don't know anything. I went and I did Utgard Keep, and then I left. Which you said the Kaluak was the item was friendly or honored?
You don't want to do Kaluak, remember? You have basically the exact same one. You want to
Oh,
do
that's right.
Kirin Tor.
I am. 1,000 into friendly with Kirin Tor.
Okay, you need to go to the Kirin Tor quartermaster in Dalaran and go get the tabard to put on.
Oh wait, that's the one I need to be exalted, right?
Yeah, you need to do those, like, just start grinding it.
Interesting. Okay. Because sometimes I'm like, isn't it good to just quickly get some other piece or something like that? But maybe you're right.
No, those right there are so good.
Have a good one. You need
But I don't get rep until level 80 in dungeons. Is
Oh,
that
this guy
correct?
does cold weather training right here. Cool, done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he does.
What can I do for you? See you around. Be careful.
Okay, I need to go train though.
Need assistance?
So to Dalaran I go.
Alrighty then.
And this hunter killed the mob near to me instead of one of the many far away. Bold move. You gonna be able to do it? You're getting pretty fucked up, bro.
Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Hurricane Ian and contingency plans and being overtaken by events. As I'm sure a lot of you know, there is or was, depending on the time you'll see this, a hurricane headed towards Florida. Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today I guess we're going to talk about who hit that pipeline. And that seems to be the question on everybody's mind, at least according to my inbox. And I get it. It's interesting. It's an international mystery. Everybody wants to know who done it. And it's good because it can kind of lead us to something. Now, if you don't know, if you missed it, Nord Stream 1 and 2 have suffered technical difficulties. These are pipelines moving gas from Russia to Europe. That's what they're there for. Those pipelines have been less than active recently because of the situation over there. Norway, Sweden, and Denmark have all had officials describe the difficulties as deliberate or sabotage. Russia said that no option can be ruled out. Initial reporting suggests that it was intentional, that these pipelines were intentionally disabled. So who did it? Treat it like any other crime. Who has motive? And when you're talking about that international poker game where everybody's cheating, the answer is, well, pretty much everybody. Pretty much everybody has a motive for this to happen, if you're being honest. because you have to look at all of the various angles. Let's run through some of them real quick. Russia. Russia did it to themselves. Why would they do that? Proof of concept to show that they could, because a new pipeline just opened up. At the same time, it puts them in a situation where come this winter, they could be like, hey, we'd love to help you, but sanctions, they're in the way. Maybe y'all should, ease up on those. Any country involved with the new pipeline has a motive. Because if the other pipelines are just not there, probably be a whole lot easier to get investment for more or to expand your own. The U.S. or any other country in Europe that wants to make sure that Russia doesn't have leverage over Europe. Everybody has a motive. If this is one of those mysteries where we're all hanging out in the library, the only person that gets to leave is Germany. They're the only player that doesn't have a motive. And that's just countries in the region. There's nothing to say that it couldn't be an outside country that maybe is looking to send gas to Europe from the south. There's also nothing to say that it's not a corporate entity. Because right now we don't know. We know nothing. I would also point out that it is initial reporting. Generally speaking, and I have videos about this, I don't trust initial reporting because it's often wrong. I mean, that being said, I have looked at some of the stuff, and that looks pretty intentional. But the reality is, right now, we don't know.
New corruption, new drained soul. That's all I got.
You have people all over social media expressing their opinions, their theories. And all of that's fine, as long as you don't get married to one. Date these opinions right now. Date these theories. Don't set yourself up to go ahead and start believing one until there's real evidence. Now, as far as I'm concerned, who do I think's behind it? My best guess, and I think the most obvious answer, is that it's either the Little Mermaid, upset that people are still freaking out about her new movie, or it was Cobra, who has a long history of attacking energy resources, probably hired informants. And as you laugh, I'd like to point out that those theories have exactly the same amount of evidence as any other. The answer to the question is, we don't know yet. So we're going to have to wait. And we'll just see how it plays out. And we'll continue to cover it.
Has nobody still
But,
fucking got the life
don't
tap
set
glyph?
yourself up to be 100%
Oh, they
behind
did.
any
Finally.
theory
Fuck,
yet.
200 gold. Ow.
Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.
Mail a bunch of herbs and cloth off to the bank alt. have no idea what he means by that. Like, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean?
I think he's just talking.
Hello. Do not seek death. Hey there. See you later.
The millisecond I earth back to Sholazar Basin, I just see another herb.
What happened?
Oh god, flying has just made me herb more.
Yeah, it's bad. First thing I did when I got flying was I went and farmed stuff.
I'm not trying to farm it though. I'm trying to find crocodiles from the quest, but instead I'm just like, ooh herb, ooh herb, ooh herb.
Well met. Keep your feet on the ground.
All right, we're almost done.
Anything good?
No, just
Just tank shields from
25.
last boss.
a bunch of gold from the quests. 49 gold and then another 49.
Whoa. Big money.
Yep. I still need a lot.
Don't we all?
Oh my god, I hate this bug with flying mounts and pets.
You mean with pets pulling everything on the ground?
No, sometimes when
Most of
you
them they come back at like half health.
they come back at half health and half mana, and no matter what you do, every time you get off your flying mount, they'll come back at half health, half mana again. After it starts, you literally have to relog to make it go away. Even if
didn't know that.
even if you resummon the warlock pet, it'll come out at half health, half mana instead of full like it's supposed to.
What can I do for you?
It is beyond fucking annoying. They did fix a bug where the pet was on the ground whenever you're on a flying mount in the air, running around pulling everything. They did fix that to where it just disappears now. But now when it appears, every now and then it just comes out at half health and stays that way forever until you heal it, and then you get on your mount and it does it again. Apparently that paladin that stole the hit cloak was Stiggy's friend. Fuck
Oh,
them.
nice.
They're on ignore, and they'll stay that way forever. When you're a holy paladin and you steal fucking hit spell power gear from the casters, yeah, fuck off and die.
Yeah,
That
that's
seems
pretty
wrong.
weak.
No, fuck them. That's fucked up. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna roll on all your MP5 gear now. You know I can need on fucking spell power plate. I can't use it, but I can need on it. I should take them off ignore and then just go run with them, and as soon as stuff drops they want, take it. Just need roll on every fucking like holy paladin thing. But oh, does it feel good? What's the matter? You mad? Why are you mad, bro? Entitled little greedy shits. That and the fact they laughed at me afterwards, like, wow. Too bad it's, you know, online, not real life, where this where this old vet who is still, you know, halfway decent in shape would smash your face into your keyboard. That's not allowed.
No. Damn it.
What was it the drill sergeant said? Well, the 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 violence may not be the answer, but it is a possible solution.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've heard that kind of thing before.
Well, I mean, like when we were in country, we're like, there's few things a 500-pound bomb from an A10 Warthog will not fix. They need help, not bombs. I'm like, well, they're no longer there. They don't need help. So technically, it's kind of fixed. Yeah, there's not very many people here right now in Sholazar Basin. I'm rather enjoying it. Let me summon my half-health Felguard again. The worst part is, okay, good. This one came back at full health and mana. Thank fucking Christ.
Ooh, another emblem. We like that.
Did you get any emblems in Sholazar Basin?
I think I did, yeah.
I'm hoping to start getting some now that I'm 77. 2 more crocodiles. Because I'm sitting here looking at all the hit gear from fucking badges, drooling. Yep, Felguard's back to half health again when I got the mount. Oh yeah, did you guys see how many people were bitching and freaking out about how DKs and the Ret Pallies are like, why are they nerfed? Blah 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 blah, saying that they were nerfed. Whenever fucking Wrath dropped, whenever actual Wrath came out, not pre-patch, they're like, dude, we're not doing as much damage as we should, and people were freaking out about it on the WoW forums.
No.
Oh yeah, there was dozens of posts about people freaking out about it, saying blah blah blah, should be doing this, blah blah blah, and that and that and that and that, and everybody's like, did you not pay attention? This is not coming out on 3.1 patch. It's like you're coming out after 4 fucking patches of nerfs, you idiots.
Yeah, oops.
It's like, how many thousands of paladins were made because they're like, I'm going to be OP as fuck as Ret and just insta-kill everything, and then they get to 80 and they're like, wow, this isn't happening. What's going on? I'm like, well, no shit. They nerfed you because you were overpowered. Oh, I hate this quest. Going around and clicking on these Dreadsaber tracks to find the 3 from Shango. There's 1 track from Shango. Need 2 more. There's 2. 3. Are you getting these badges from the actual quest or from like boxes at the end of the quest?
Quests.
Uh,
Yeah, I can't tell. I assume that it's doing the quest. Like, I assume that it's like, oh, this is part of a chain and you're deep enough in the chain, so you start getting badges. It's kind of how I assume that works, but I don't know how it actually works. Like, I don't know if you just get a badge after you've done X number of quests or something like that.
I do
But
not know
it's
either.
always seemed like I've gotten 5 badges after a consequential quest, so I think it's like...
I could look it up, but I'm being very, very lazy at the moment.
Greetings, friend.
All right, are you two dungeoning?
I can't go to the one that they need to do, so it would be just him and you.
Okay.
Which we can do. We can ask like Bonfire if he wants to heal. I don't know who
You
else.
got my attention. Very good.
I mean, it's not a problem to pug 2 DPS, I don't think. Like, I think that's generally fine.
Here there. Watch your back.
But yeah, I'm like 6 bubbles. So,
Yeah, it's no pressure. I'm good either way. So
yeah, I think it's smart because I think like there's a world where it's like, okay, let's try heroics. Oh, I'm getting fucking clapped. Like, now let's go do the regular dungeons, you know?
yeah, you probably want to stick to Halls of Lightning, Strat, and UP.
Oh, I forgot about Ukar Pinnacle. I'd do Halls of Lightning or Strat first.
I mean, you can also do Oculus, but who wants to do Oculus?
He does because it has a really good piece for him. And it's not hard. Oculus is not hard. It's just having the right people on the right fucking drakes is the hardest part. And like the healers always want to get on the red drake. I'm like, get on the fucking green drake and heal people. It's not hard.
Yeah, and I have to remember that it's Oculus 3.4, not Oculus 3.1
Mm-hmm.
or 3.0. I remember doing Oculus Heroic.
Oh,
right off the
original
bat, and
was
it was
fucking
impossible.
yeah. You just died. There was nothing you could do about it. But he needs the helm from Oculus last boss, and what is it? The ring. Yeah, he needs ring and helm from the last boss. And the belt's really good too until he gets the one from badges. I think that's it though. And the chest could be better because it has hit rating on it, but I doubt it.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Peace, friend. Looking for something special? Go in peace.
Well met. It's still recharging.
Can I help you? See you later.
Hey, I've done 1,000 quests. Yay. Where the fuck is Tamara? Oh yeah, she's the one in the middle. The worst part about flight points, seeing fucking herbs. Which while I'm on the flight point, I actually need to check auctions real fast. Boop, boop. Haven't done that in several hours, see if anything happened. Hey, a bunch of my diamonds sold. That's good. It's a lot of money. Somebody is messaging me.
Okay, BRB. My food is here.
Nom nom. I ain't gonna bother with that.
Good day to you. You need something? Safe travels.
Pleased to meet you. Be seeing you.
All right, I'm back, but I'm gonna be on mute for a bit while I eat. Don't
Alright.
want to have mouth sounds for you
Nom
guys.
nom nom nom.
That's what I'm here for, man. I don't know why you would take that away from me.
Bring back the ASMR.
Talk to me. Be good. Here there.
Well met. Goodbye.
Kai Christor.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Hmm.
I can't attack that target.
Can I help you? See you around.
Okay, all done.
Nom nom's complete.
Complete. Yes.
Playing on my shaman at the moment, so if something is happening, let me know and I'll swap over.
Whoa, you're already on in alt mode?
Very low alt mode. I have my DK, but I'm just not ready to do all of that again right away. So I'm playing on my level 15 shaman,
Nice.
just for a little bit of a palate cleanser.
Makes sense.
You need something? For the Alliance.
Hi, how are you? You have a great day.
Dragonflight is coming out on November 28th. I am in shock. I'm gonna be honest. I am absolutely in shock. I'm amazed. I thought they were gonna release it on like December 30th or something like that. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the video here, and we'll talk a little bit about the expansion. Discover Dragonflight.
Isles have awakened and beckon the Dragonflight's hope. The future will unfold as it was meant to.
Was that Alexstrasza?
Open your mind to what is yet to come.
Oh, I killed that guy. It's a cool mount. The new storm elementals look really cool.
Events are unfolding that imperil us all. The threat is greater than you know, young ones. We must join forces and strike now. You balance.
Is that Rathian? Oh, that's all the dragon aspects. Holy shit.
All that matters is this moment.
That seems fine to me. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, cool. I mean, great. I'm excited. I mean, like, it's like, maybe it would be cooler if there was, like, some more stuff besides... I mean, like, so there is gonna be dragon riding. I think that this has been established by this trailer that we will, in fact, have dragon riding. I don't really see how this is not going to be surprising, but, yeah, there you go. Of course that's gonna happen. No personal loot anymore. We're gonna look at that. So, I wish they would show a little bit more of, like, the different dungeons, etc., but I think this is fine. The main concern that I think a lot of people have with Dragonflight, and I think this is fair, is, like, what's happening besides dragon riding? Like, is there any, like, new, like, addition to the game? Are they adding in, like, let's see some of these, you know, these raids. Let's see, like, kind of what's happening, right? And I think, obviously, you know, whenever you look at it and it's like, okay, so the main expansion feature is, like, flying around. It's been in the game for 15 years. What a surprise that they're able to release it pretty early.
Less than 4
Yes,
bubbles.
I think that's not a surprise at all.
Yeah.
I think that it's just going to take time, and we're going to have to wait and see what's actually going to happen. How things.
I mean, that's
actually
basically
going to
3
go.
runs
But I mean,
of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Of
What do you guys
anything.
think?
You need to be
Like,
in Halls
show
of
raids
Lightning
in the
right now.
announcement? Yeah, I mean, I think
In
showing the
Stratholme.
raids and, like, fighting against some big bosses would
Yeah,
be
I was
cool.
talking to DePlay. He's
I
eating
mean, yeah,
also.
this is fine. Just make WoW too.
Or he's
Yeah,
taking a
it
break
is
for food
fun.
himself.
I mean, sure, it was nice. I mean, you get to
Let me
see. I mean,
see.
I think the
I mean,
zones look
whisper
really nice. I
boss
mean,
again.
yeah, overall, everything looks good. You got Alexstrasza. I mean, everything about this is fine. I think the dragon riding thing is really cool. The only concern that I said I had, right, is that, like, whenever we have an announcement for the expansion and, like, the announcement trailer, and 80% of the announcement trailer is fancy flying, I don't know. I mean, like, you know, it does make me a little bit nervous, but we'll see what happens. I mean, the thing is, like, if the game doesn't have a lot of content or there's not a lot to do, it's not that big of a deal. You just play something else. I don't really care that much about it. So I think that's obviously, you know, that's obviously what I think a lot of people are going to do, because there's a lot of games out there, and I would rather Blizzard do something small like dragon riding than do something big like Torghast and make it mandatory. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have too little of a good thing than too much of a bad thing. And I feel like that's kind of, I mean, like, those are both kind of bad options, but, you know, that's kind of what I would rather see right now. Let's see, I'm both hyped and worried. I'm hyped because the zones, talents, mythic quest, PvE eager. It was amazing. I'm worried they had enough time for tuning in the talents. We'll see. Well, this person obviously has never played World of Warcraft before. I'm worried because I don't know if they've had enough time to tune the talents and everything. Well, no, they haven't. That's what the fucking game, that's what the game's for, okay? yeah, they're gonna be broken. It's gonna be great. So hopefully my class is more overpowered than theirs is. Look more into this expansion after BFA and Shadow ends, keeping my expectations low. I think there's a lot of people that feel this way. I mean, like, I'm not surprised. I don't blame them. Really excited expansion takes us back to Azeroth and our dragons. Also, music sounds like, yeah, I think that everything about the trailer is, you know, it's a back to basics type of expansion. It's kind of like, I remember, ironically, in Wrath of the Lich King, like, you guys might not remember this, but in Burning Crusade, like, the game got to be, like, very space alien type thing with, like, the, you know, Kael'thas and, like, these floating castles and like, these, like, mana forges, and then you have Kil'jaeden coming through the Sunwell, and it felt like it was almost going in, like, a sci-fi direction. And back whenever BC was out, a lot of people were a little bit put off by this, and Wrath of the Lich King was actually sold as kind of a return to Azeroth, a return to more grounded themes, etc. So it seems like Dragonflight, they're trying to do that with that too. I mean, like, obviously Cataclysm had that a bit. You had, I would say, they kind of tried to do that with BFA, but it didn't really work. But, I mean, I think in some ways it did. Yeah, it wasn't BFA as well. Yeah, I was thinking about BFA too. So they've tried this before. It's been hit and miss, and so we'll just have to see what happens. There's also something else I wanted to show you guys here. Blizzard has revealed, here we go. Blizzard has revealed that Vault of the Incarnates will be exclusively group loot with no option for personal loot. Blizzard will be looking into feedback to improve the system before the release of Dragonflight. No personal loot. Now, this is what my opinion is on this stuff. I think that you should allow groups to make a decision on what they want to do. And that means I think that you should have group loot, I think you should have master loot, and I think you should have personal loot. Because if people want to do personal loot, I think that's their own prerogative. It's better for the game to let people have more options. If the problem with the game is that the moment that people get all the loot, they're going to quit the game, then maybe you should think about why people are quitting the game after they get all the loot. You know what I mean? It's like, if this is what the problem is, then isn't that a problem in itself? It's kind of like what I said with the the fucking catalyst converter in the new expansion, like the 9.25 or 9.2 catalyst converter, where you can take a piece of gear and then turn it into tier gear. Well, if you do that, and like, why is this gated at all? Just let people do it. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, just let people do it. It's not hard. It's not a big deal. It's not like this is going to change anybody's life. It's totally fine. So I feel like, again, stop balancing for poop soccers. Stop designing the game in a way that you feel like if people complete the game, they'll quit the game. That's not true. And I'll give you a good example. We're in it right now. In Wrath of the Lich King, if you go back and you look at my character login screen in Wrath of the Lich King, I had like 8 level 80 characters that I played all the time because it was fun playing the game and I wanted to play the game more, so I got more alts so I could play it in different and new ways. Right now, I've already got my first character up to level 80. He's already completed all the heroics. I've already got almost exalted with a couple of factions. And you know what I'm thinking about? I'm not thinking about how boring this game is and how much I don't like it. I'm excited for the new raid, and I'm looking forward to leveling up my DK so I can do it on my DK as well. That's the mindset that you want players to have. Stop having this mindset of a checklist, and the moment that the checklist is over, people lose interest in the game. Give people the ability to play the game in new ways, and guess what? Alts were the original, like, they were the original time sink, and they were the original way of extending content. Is that after you completed all the content on your main character, you'd play your alt. So I think that if Blizzard makes playing alts and playing other characters better, it will make this whole system 1,000 times better. Yeah, it was the original New Game Plus. Yeah, there you go. I like that. So yes, I am a big advocate for group loot. I think the truth is that master loot is the most fair way that you can do things. Anybody who's in a raiding guild knows this, that there are some people who deserve to get the mount first, like the raid leader, the guild master, people that put together strats, etc., whenever it drops from the last boss, and people that don't. And if you disagree with that and you think that's not true, next time you're at work, go ahead and ask everybody else in your office to write down their salaries and then write it on a sheet of paper, put it in a hat, and then at the first of every month, you can just draw your salary out of the fucking hat, just willy-nilly. Randomness is not fair. Yes, letting people make decisions for themselves is what's fair. Yeah, so true. It's RNG salaries. It's horseshit. I think that obviously Master Loot is completely fair. It's much more fair. Pixel gear equals a salary. In terms of time invested, yes. I think that there are people that work harder, they put in more important effort, and they should be rewarded differently than people who do not. That's what's fair. It's not equal because fairness is not equality. Fairness is not all the time everybody gets treated the exact same because people aren't the same. So if you treat everybody the same and you give everybody the same chance, sometimes what you end up doing is you end up privileging people that don't deserve it and punishing people that work harder. So no, I don't agree with this. I don't like it. It's antithetical to what makes an organization and a group and a team effort, and I think that's why it's bad. So yes. And someone's in the raid, they should be treated equally? No, they should not. They absolutely should not. Not all people in the raid are created equal, and anybody who's actually raided on a serious level knows that. This is a delusional take from people that have never raided before. Everybody knows that this is not true. It's just the same as in any job it's not true, or anything else it's not true. That's the way it goes. Equity over equality, yes. Let's go back and look at this. While inside Vault of the Incarnates, group loot will be the only method for loot distribution. There was no option to select yourself or your group to return to personal loot. I personally disagree with this, which might sound kind of odd because I just said how much I like group loot and master loot, but the reason why I disagree with it is I think that personal loot is a good option for many guilds because it just keeps things clean and it gives people the option to decide and do what they want to do. I think that a lot of people do like personal loot, and because they like personal loot, I think that's a good thing. They should be able to use it, etc. And yeah, the fact that game's treated like a job and not a game, it's not about it being a job. Like, I don't think that you understand it. To the extent that you put effort into something, that effort that you put into that something needs to be proportional to the effort that you get out of it, the reward that you get out of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're completely missing the point. It has nothing to do with it being a job. It's just a comparison. I personally prefer group loot than play with people that have group loot. But I do think that they should have personal loot available for the new raid. It just should not be the only option. That's what I think is making sense. Some items like profession reagents may still use personal loot where appropriate. Need and greed UI will return, and we'll be monitoring feedback to make the rules around how and when players can roll on items to be as intuitive as possible. What is group loot? Group loot's the item. Yeah. We've seen that. The latter. Previously, let's go ahead and read what the context is behind this and why they're doing this. Let's see here. Very bullish on the changes. Group will coordinate groups to allocate groups as they see fit. Yeah, of course. The latter. Previously, the best way to target a specific piece of loot was to stack as many armor types and weapon types as possible to increase chances of that dropping. Now, even if you're the only rogue or demon hunter in a group, you have the same chance as everyone else of seeing an upgrade. While this does mean that it's possible for a bow to drop to a group without a hunter, the belief is that this rewards groups for playing with a diverse set of classes as well as normalizing factor above. I don't know why can't we just have personal loot and master loot? Like I don't understand. Like I don't get it. Like, why can't we just have like personal? Oh wow, like somebody did like a fucking a funnel raid and they got a bunch of plate gear. It's some like world first raid, or I do this on one of my alts. Like, who gives a fuck? How is this affecting the game? It's like, the thing is, personal loot is really good for a lot of groups. Because a lot of pugs, the truth is that a lot of pugs don't have the social dynamics of a raid. They don't have it. They're not a raiding guild with all these social dynamics. It's just a bunch of clowns that got together that want to do a dungeon or want to do a raid. So why is it that, you know, you can't just give them personal loot? Yeah, this is going to be good. I don't understand why we have to choose. There is no reason to have to choose. And I don't think that this is a 0.00001% occurrence. Nobody is doing this. Real people, normal people are not going in there with 18 demon hunters into a raid to funnel gear. There's like me doing it, Max doing it, maybe Tim does it if he comes back and plays the game again. There's like half a dozen streamers that do it, and maybe 2 or 3 guilds that do this. And the entire fucking game is being re-originated because of this problem. Now, why is it not possible that personal loot can't just cap out the amount of classes that something has, and then after that it allocates the gear to other people of different classes? I don't know. Why is this even a problem to begin with that you need to even design a solution for? Why can't you just let people do what they want? If they want to cheese the game and get a little bit farther ahead faster, these are not going to be the people that quit. Bro, if you're making groups with 18 demon hunters to do a raid, you're not about to quit this game. You play this game 12 hours a fucking day. It's nuts. I can't believe it. Would Masterwood coming back to retail cause GDKPs to come to retail? It would be hard to do that because of cross-realm. But theoretically, yes.
This quest line is
Faster
so
means you'll get other stuff
long.
faster, which
I
means
thought it
you'll get
was
less up,
over.
Which one? The Hodier one?
And that's what I disagree
It's like
with.
these
I think
dwarves
that's
or some
totally
shit.
wrong.
Yeah.
I think
probably
that
the Hodier
once
one.
somebody gets their gear,
Make
sure
sure
you're
and
saving
it's a
your
fun
mark. Make
process
sure you're
of
saving your
getting their
marks.
gear, they're gonna want to do it
Yeah,
again on
I don't
another
spend
gear.
any of that stuff ever
Because
until I
that's
find
what
out that
happened
like
back in Wrath. That's what
there's some
happened back in
badass thing to
Legion.
spend.
That's what happened back in Cataclysm. It happened
Yeah,
all
I
the
just
time.
like had to
So
kill
I don't think
summon
that's true at all.
some
I think that, yeah,
I don't know,
you
some
quit every
elite
time you get
dwarf.
looted. I do.
Killed
yes, I fucking
him.
do. I absolutely
You know,
do.
thought that might be
And
the
I go
end.
do
The
other
elite dwarf.
stuff.
Nope.
Whenever
Just
I finally
went
got
in the
my
middle.
last piece of gear
Okay.
in Dragon Soul, I said,
Gonna go kill more
I'll see
dwarves,
you
I
next
guess.
expansion, guys. But I'm the asshole. You have to think about it, right? I was a top parsing Fury Warrior. I was one of the officers in the guild. I raid led many of the fights that we did. And we got great kills on them, like very early on. You can check the achievement dates. And even then, top DPS in the raid, one of the officers, raid leader. People were very happy whenever I left. I am not the norm, okay? I was an obnoxious fucking asshole. People were always pissed off about me, and I was a loot whore the whole time, and as soon as I got it, people were glad because then they wouldn't have to deal with me anymore. Right? That's what it was. What's the point of getting gear if you, if you get it and have nothing to do with it? Well, there's a lot of things that you can do with gear. I mean, you can do the raids, you can parse, you can, like, just fucking kill stuff faster in the world. Like, I don't know. If you feel like there's no point of getting better gear, then maybe you shouldn't be playing an MMO. I feel like you're kind of, like, disconnected from, like, what the reward structure of the game is. Yeah, I mean, you should only have a loot pool, local classes are in the raid, and still not factor the quantity of classes. Yeah, I think that would be a good factor, too. Yeah, you could have it, like, identify, like, oh, there's no hunters, so it can't drop a bow or something like that. Yeah, I think personal loot is totally fine. I hope Blizzard goes and they allow us to do both. Personal loot if we want to do personal loot, group loot if you want to do group loot. Why make players choose? Why make people decide? I don't think that it adds any positive. Remove item level restrictions for loot trading. Exactly, yes, I think they should remove all restrictions for loot trading. I think these are... Again, I think that all of the restrictions and rules that Blizzard creates for, like, trading and, like, you know, dealing with gear and items and rewards, I think all of that is unnecessary. It's completely fucking unnecessary. It's complicated for casual players. It makes normal raiding groups more complex for no reason. It adds no value. So yes, they did. I know, I've seen that, and I'm glad. I just hope that personal loot is available for this raid as well. So, Dragonflight arrives November 28th. They're also adding an experience buff that begins on October 4th. I think this is a good thing. Adding in experience buffs just to get people to come back into the game. They are minimal levels of
Sometimes I gotta go
FOMO
talk
that
to
I think
Brewer in
provide
his
a overall
refuge
positive
over and
for the
over
game.
again.
Yeah,
Although
a ton.
they can be annoying if you miss the time frame to do it. So yeah, I think that's generally the way that I see it. Also, let's see
It's
here,
annoying.
raid
It's like,
opens December
go do these two
13th,
quests.
So that means
Okay,
that
come back.
obviously if
Go
they're
do these two
releasing
quests.
Mythic a week after,
Like, those just always
it's
don't
gonna be
feel
on the 20th, so it looks
super
like
efficient,
all the world
if
first
that makes
guilds
sense.
are probably going to be raiding on Christmas.
Like,
I think that
because then
obviously
you
kinda
get sometimes
sucks
you
for
get
them,
these
but, you know, you
stacked
obviously
ones where it's
can't,
like you
like,
go do 4 quests all at once,
in
and like
my
one of the
opinion,
mobs drops a quest item that
it's
you know,
just
an
say,
item
oh,
that
it
gives you a
comes out, the
quest,
Mythic
and
comes out the
it's like
same day
those
now.
always
Oh,
feel
really?
awesome.
I haven't seen this yet. Okay, all right, let me read this real quick. New Vault of the Incarnates. So this is the new raid here. The Primalist breached the Titan prison they used to hold the Incarnates from millennia. Razagath runs a foul ritual to unleash your siblings so they can
The
together
funny
burn
thing
into
is,
worlds
I
with the
bet
Titan
I could
Deadthorns.
ding,
Heroes
but I'm
of
in a
Azeroth
weird
have to
moment
stop this
of
shit.
the
Okay,
guide.
yeah, sure.
Like I have
Raid
4
release
quests that have been
schedule, week of
floating
December
because I
12th.
guess
Normal,
like the
heroic,
pathing, it
and
just expects you to
mythic
turn them in later. But I'm
Vault
like,
of the Incarnates
right
will
now it's like
open
4 quests
with
is a
the
lot,
monthly
dude.
maintenance for each region. And
Let me
then
turn 'em in.
Vault of the Incarnates Raid Finder 1 is the week after, and then Raid Finder 2, and then Raid Finder 3, of course, that's fine. Cross-faction Mythic Vault of the Incarnates will be available from the start. Hall of Fame entries will require at least 16 out of 20 raiders to be in the same guild and faction to be eligible for rewards. I mean, I don't really give a shit about it. I think that's fine. I would rather, like, this is, like, my mindset on this, is, like, I think that they should make it cross-faction right from the beginning. And it's like, if you care a lot about it, buy a transfer, and that way you can get it. Like, it just seems way better, and it seems way easier to do. Because, like, the game nobody plays, like servers, again,
Oh,
are
they sent
just,
me
like,
back.
they are
Picked
an
up
archaic
2 little quest
limitation
items. Come
on
back.
gameplay.
Okay.
They are a technological limitation that serves no gameplay goal. They do not improve the experience of the player. They do not make the game better by sectioning out player bases and making this artificial barrier between them to where they can't play with each other in certain ways. I think this has just harmed the game. It has not helped anything. So I'm very glad to see this. I think this is a very good thing. So yes, it seems like we are going to get cross-faction Mythic earlier, and we're not going to have to wait for the top, you know, like 100 shittiest Alliance guilds, which is probably about 95 of them, to finally figure out how to do the raid. So this is a big improvement. I'm glad to see this. It is cross-faction. Yes, exactly. Cross-faction as well. Yeah, that's great. They're giving us too much info, meaning no spoiling for us. Personally, they're not giving us too much info at all. Like, they're saying, hey, this is the new raid. I don't think there's
All
too
of
much
these are
info
like
with this
important
in any capacity.
rep
New
quest
dungeon
lines
rotation.
to
So these
do
are
or
going to be
something,
the
right?
new dungeons that we're getting.
A lot of these.
So
Where are you?
these obviously these 4 Ruby life pools,
Doing like these
Knockhood,
dwarf
Offensive,
quests or something.
Azure Vault, and Algar.
Oh, yeah, they're
Academy.
good.
All of these
do you
are
have
the new
coordinates?
dungeons, okay? And we're also
Where you
getting
are?
4 old dungeons. We're getting Halls of Valor.
Yeah.
Big Pog.
Like Snowdrift's
Big,
Plains. I'm
big
doing like the
good.
quests over there.
We love Halls of Valor. And what do we love even more than Halls of Valor?
Which is like
Court of
30,
Stars.
38 or whatever is where
Court
the
of
quest guy
Stars
is.
was fucking amazing. It was probably one of my favorite
Yeah,
dungeons.
so those
like,
are
it's
not
very
part
hard.
of rep.
I feel like in Legion,
You don't have to
like
do
Vault
those.
of the Wardens,
Do them.
Law of
They still get
Souls,
rep, I
and
thought.
Court of Stars
Yeah, it's
were
not part of an
fucking
attunement.
insane.
or
I
anything
love
like
those dungeons, man. I thought they were so fun. Yeah, it's bad for Mythic Plus. Wait, what?
Okay.
You think Halls of Valor and Court of Stars are bad for
Does it
Mythic
maybe
Plus?
have
I thought
like
they were
quests at
great.
the end that are for dungeon
Yeah,
quests?
they were
I feel
awesome,
like
man.
that
What do
might
you
be
mean?
possible.
Tyrannical Hirschan?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but like
haven't.
that was just
I
because you
haven't
put that
finished
lightning
that
shit on
chain.
people. Like they can tune that again. It's not a big deal.
When I was doing 78 to 80,
Yeah,
I was really
Halls of Valor
focusing on the
Tyrannical one
attunement stuff.
shots on first boss. On first
Gotcha.
boss,
I
it was
don't remember
mainly
where
yeah,
that
it was
one
the
wraps up. I'm
Valkyrie,
sure it
the
wraps
one
up
on
giving
the,
you
on
some
the
sort
left.
of
It
blue
was
or
like really
something.
hard to deal with. But anyway,
and
Court of
might
Stars
be a
was
quest for
amazing. We also
one
have
of the
Shadow and
halls, I
Burial
don't-
Ground from WoD, and they're bringing in Temple of the Jade Serpent, which is really crazy to me because Temple of the Jade Serpent, this was before Mythic Plus even existed. It predates Mythic Plus by 2 expansions. This was in challenge modes. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with that. Now, personally, I love doing Temple of the Jade Serpent. I thought it was one of my favorite dungeons. I do think that, however, whenever you go back and you look at the mechanics that Temple of the Jade Serpent had, it's very minimal compared to what we have now for Mythic Plus. So I'm curious to see if they're going to change some of the design. Jade Serpent was 3 pulls in challenge mode. It was 4. Because you would take the elementals to the boss, and then you would take all of the mobs down to the all the cranes and everything down to the fucking like the 2 guys, and then you would take all the mobs in the middle down to the boss in the middle, and then you would do the boss, and then you would take the 3 mobs. You'd either do like the death skip, or you would you know, invis through it, or there's a lot of ways you could like pull them across, and there's many ways, and then you do the boss depending on if you needed the credit or not. Usually you didn't. Yeah, I remember doing this very well. I did challenge modes. For anybody who doesn't know, like I did challenge mode dungeons in Mists of Pandaria on every single character, with gold mode, everything. I actually have the realm first for it as well. And so I did a lot of these. And if I ever do the first story of Asmongold and Mists of Pandaria, you guys will see that. So yeah, let's go back over and look at this. Mythic Quest in
Whoa.
Season 1 will also begin the
This
week of
is
December
cool.
12th. Okay, that's great. Mythic Quest dungeon affixes. We're introducing a new affix, but
Where the
necrotic and
fuck
inspiring
am I?
affixes won't be making an
Hmm?
appearance. I always,
There's like a
I
little
kind of,
cog wheel hole in the
back in
side of the
Legion, I can't
mountain.
speak to
I just
BFA
you
and I
fly
can't
in
speak to
there.
Shadowlands as much.
Oh.
But back in Legion,
It's
I actually
Oh,
liked
and then you go
cool.
necrotic. I thought
down
necrotic
through
was
the
an
little
interesting
hole.
Yeah.
affix.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
that's
I
a
feel
cool
like
area.
tanks kind of hate it. The fact is, like, everything played way differently back in Legion, so necrotic was not that bad. And I tanked, yeah, I thought it was interesting. It was like the worst one. Yeah, I liked having it in Legion. I can't say that it was good in Shadowlands because I didn't tank in Shadowlands
Overseer
really at all.
Narvir.
So I
got
don't know.
me.
And anyway, VOA or Alcatraz,
Hit
what
me
was
with a
them?
30-second
Again,
stun.
if you were talking about the old dungeons, I would say like, yeah, I thought they were fine, but the new ones probably not. Anyway, let's go talk about there's a bug on my hand. Look at the little bug. Wow. Go in the garbage can. You're gonna live there now. Okay. Anyway, so rewarding Season 1 ahead. Dragonflight Season 1 familiar feature, exclusive mounts like ahead of the
Man,
curve,
it's so
cutting
funny.
edge,
It's such a cool
Keystone
thing, and it's
Massacre,
like
rewards for
for
mythical
this little
quests,
quest, you like
and Gladiator
look at this
rewards
orb
for PvP.
and
Okay, so this
harf
is
out. Okay,
this is the FOMO
that's it.
stuff.
All done.
Obviously, we have to farm all of this
Never
stuff
to
out.
return
I
to
don't
that
know when
zone.
that's
They
gonna
made
happen,
it
but I'll
just
try
for
to do it
that.
whenever I can.
Like,
Yeah, I assume
Demon-
so.
There be dragons.
But it was so
Okay,
cool.
That's great. And let's see what people
yeah,
have
Storm
to say
Peaks is
about
a really
this.
neat zone.
Tim's
There's a lot of
happy. Logos
little
of
hidden
dragon ready
areas,
to take
and I
flight.
mean,
That's cute.
there's
Mainland, yeah,
two
this is
like
about
holes
them
in the
not
ground that
wanting
you
to
really don't go
release
into as part of
holiday
quests.
season.
You just kind of
My
venture
opinion
in
with
for
this
like
is
certain
that
profession quests and things.
if the raid is
Like,
tuned
there's just a
in the
lot to
way
that zone you don't
that
get to
people have
see.
to raid during Christmas for the world first race, the raid is unnecessarily hard. It's coming out on the 12th, right? The 12th to the 13th. That's over 10 days until Christmas. Like, they should be done with that by and in my opinion, I think you should be able to clear the raid in the first week. If it takes more than a week's worth of gear to clear the raid, it's probably overtuned. It's too much. Like, you don't need to make the raid so
Oh God,
fucking
here
hard
it
and spend
goes.
all
He's
this
fucking
time
freaking out in
investing all
guild.
this effort into
Playful?
Yep.
Yeah. What's he upset about now?
And by the way, guys, you can add me to friends list before greed goes pirate triggering and kicks me. First, Discord now is threatening me to kick Playful from guild when all I want to do is have a conversation with him. Can you guys please convince him to have a conversation? I don't know what's going on.
Those two have a weird relationship. I don't really understand it.
Blink.
Yeah, just like looking at like what? I think that's what he means, anyways. Calling it out in the middle of guild chat, though, is a horrible way to do it.
Which is what we said last night.
Mm-hmm. We specifically said, don't do that. It'll end bad.
Wait, what is this quest? Oh, okay, so I clicked the orb, but there's like no enemy. Is this quest bugged too?
It shouldn't be. I don't know what specific quest you're on, but
I'm
a
on
lot
the
of
Tame
those.
Jormungar. Like you can control a worm.
I don't remember specifically. I haven't done that one forever.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can look quick. I just need to remember what it is.
Like the guide says, get in the worm and then like do this stuff to kill the Colossus, but there's no Colossus.
Hmm. I know which one you're talking about, but I cannot fucking remember for the life of me.
What's the name of the quest?
Maybe the Iron Colossus? Yeah. So let's see. I'm on the Iron Colossus. maybe there's something I need to use to summon it or something.
Oh yeah, you're close to the end. I didn't get to that one.
Like I can get in the worm and I can use worm abilities, but there's no enemy.
There's a giant iron colossus that they were building, if I remember right. That was like half the mountain over there. You remember? During the quest, like they were building the giant iron colossus.
Yeah, 100%. The guy's like, you try to go get the orb, and he's like, oh, you thought something, something, and he gets the orb, and he's like, this won't prevent me from making the Colossus. I know that, but
I'm not
so
sure
this
after
is
that
a
because
little.
I'm not there doing it. You probably have to check Wowhead.
Let's see.
I remember the quest. I remember it being very difficult, but I haven't done it in relaunch, so I can't really give you too many tips. I don't remember not being able to find the Colossus. I remember you fight like a little giant. He looks like all the other giants in Storm Peak. And it's like a
Yeah,
very
this.
tight thing. You have to do it perfectly with the worm if you want to actually kill him.
Hmm.
But I don't know
Yes.
why he wouldn't be there.
So far, some of the vehicle quests have actually like. At first, I was like, these vehicle quests are a joke, but then it was like, oh, this is actually hard.
Yeah.
On a couple, and I've beaten them basically because someone else was on the same quest.
One thing is vehicles in Wrath scale with your character.
Hmm. I'm gonna fly out here. But yeah, it's weird. Like it got rid. It's almost like I phased the same way the org thing happened. Oh, it's way over here. Interesting. Okay. But it's gray to me? That seems bad. Maybe it's fighting.
I need to get closer.
Someone's. How did they get the worm over here? Maybe I can drive it, and I just didn't realize it.
Oh, he's going again. So I still think you should just get it over with and have the conversation by voice, since you seem hell-bent on claiming everything this guild is yours and you refuse to act like an adult. Greed responds with, are you still talking to yourself?
Like the problem is I can't.
I want to respond with like, hey,
Maybe.
this is something that you should at least do in /O, please, instead of putting it in guild chat. It looks terrible. But then
Yeah.
they could both be like, well, fuck you, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking do that.
Just kick you.
Yeah, I don't need to give them a common enemy.
Yeah, but it does seem like Greed is playing dumb, which isn't exactly great.
Yeah, it's like they're both, how to put it, acting extremely immature. Well, when in doubt, if people want it, I'll make a guild. I ran a raiding guild from literally original classic all the way up till the beginning of or the end of fucking BFA.
I think I need to drop the quest in.
He removed his permission to talk in guild chat.
Yeah,
I know
that's
this because
what
Play is now whispering me.
Yeah, same. Yeah, unfortunately, I just, only started talking to people like a week ago or less or whatever, so I don't really even know who's like, who to say what to or whatever. Like that Celine guy seems to be pretty, I haven't talked to him that much, but he seems to be pretty level-headed or something. He'd be like, dude, can you just like mediate this like strange dispute?
Now he's inviting me to a group with Bonfire and Desert.
No way I can kill this thing by myself.
The first guy who reached past just now happened? What? Realm first just finally happened?
Which one?
Yeah, that's crazy. Leatherworking.
Oh. Oh.
We lost to the Colossus.
I like to imagine the person who got Realm First Leatherworking is also surprised. Like, oh, just assumed it had happened by now. So what is he whispering you guys about? My girlfriend's like
He put me in an actual group, and I'm
to like explain things to you.
no just bitching.
Oh,
Oh shit, I fucked it up. No. I'm gonna die. Unless this other person can also do it.
you can't afford this, man. We're all waiting for you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I mean I also want to try to do it and buy my piece before
Well, on the bright side, if you do successfully kill that guy, you get some nice pants. Let's see. 44 defense, 35 parry, 91 stamina, 61 strength.
I did it.
Yay!
I think an ally was in their worm and they helped me and I died in the worm, but I killed it myself like as my warrior.
Great. I think
Good
I'm
job.
think I'm stuck mediating these two dipshits.
What happened?
I think I'm stuck mediating these two dipshits.
Are they adults?
I don't
Like-
know. I'm about to find out. I'm gonna drag them both into my private fucking Discord and be like, look, this handles now.
Yeah, it's literally gonna kill the guilds
Yeah, I'm trying to get
before it even starts. So, like, if they want to have a guild at all, if either of them wants to have a guild, like, whatever this dumb shit is. Oh, these are sick! Iron Colossus leg plates.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're good.
Give me those. What the fuck? That was a big pickup, dude. 44 defense, 35 parry rating, 91 stamina. Although it's funny, they have less stamina than my brutal because I put the enchant on them. But yeah, those are nuts. Same armor exactly. More strength. Slap those bad boys on. Let's go. Oh, and I have 4 quests to turn in that are supposed to be turned in right now. We're doing it. We're fucking doing it. Well, if anyone can.
By the way,
handle
if you
it,
ever want to use it,
I
that's
believe Cletus can.
private Discord. I'm working on it.
Can you send that to me on Discord? I can't use links out of.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Gotta pull this up here, this here. Fuck, I'll send it to Father Shane too. If you'll ever need Discord for anything, feel free to use it.
All right.
Awesome.
Hello?
Who dat? Hey,
Cozy
bonfire.
Yes, Bonfire.
How's it going?
I'm trying to yank these
Good.
two dipshits into my private Discord and get this handled and done with. Yep, one of them joined. Or one of
These like
you,
flying zones were
one of y'all
designed
named.
assuming you're coming out of TBC with your fast flying by then.
Yeah, I think so.
It's still been a really good experience. I think it's probably better than dungeon grinding. I'm not sure. Just because when you like turn in 3 or 4 quests at once, it's
Yeah. Yeah, I spent some time fixing my Orgrimmar, and I spent some time doing the PvP stuff to get honor from whatever Winter's Grasp.
yeah. Well, that'll put you a little ahead on the gear.
Yeah, I just
Was
got
that
some
one of you
sick
two that
legs.
just joined my private Discord named the Modern?
Oh, that's me.
Okay, just checking. So it wasn't one of them.
No, that's me.
Like it's getting to the point where I don't want to be here anymore. And I can put up with a lot of bullshit, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was a huge chunk. Okay, I'm 60K, less than 60K.
Okay, so for the last of the 60K, go find some iron dwarves and farm them for the marks of Hodir. That is 60 or less dwarves.
I don't know how long that would take.
Depends on how many you can find in a small area. I'm so tired of this pet bug. Hey, somebody loan me 1,000 gold. Or 700 gold.
How long?
I don't know. No, you need like 400 or 500 gold to train your stuff at 80. No, don't do that.
I mean, I have 3,200 gold, but okay.
It'd probably be like 2 days at most. So I'm literally gonna hit 80 and just grind dungeons and quest for money.
I have a suspicion I might be able to get my...
If you can get your
Yeah,
epic flying
right.
soon, then wait and get
Yeah.
that.
So stupid. We're in the bear pit, y'all. Rawr.
Oh,
Oh, they have demo.
So that's like a daily that you should do probably every day if you want the polar bear as a mount.
Fuck the polar
It has
bear.
a very low chance to drop.
Well, yeah, but fuck the polar bear. You just want the Sons of Hodir rep.
I care
Oh, it gives
very
you that
little.
too.
I care very little about mounts, generally speaking.
The dude who's gonna collect everything.
No. If it's good gear, I want it. If it's like a little
Like
pet,
cosmetic, yeah.
I don't care. Yeah. Although if there were transmog, I think I would care about transmog because I do want my character to look cool.
There is no transmog Tolkata.
Yeah.
You can always collect sets just for fun and put them on if you want to look cool for a second.
RP, like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. One of the other bears aggroed my bear and smacked it out of the arena and it reset. And it was at like 80, like 20% less, like health left. That's so frustrating.
Things that are like annoying to kill too. It just takes forever.
Yeah, you just sit there and like they die eventually. Like your bear seems so OP compared to their bears.
Almost winter grasp time. Woo.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Get there, like, get to org real quick, buy my piece, train all my skills.
Bank any honor before the thing released?
What'd you say?
Bank any honor ahead of time?
No.
I didn't either.
I had like a little bit left over because I realized like, oh, I wasn't gonna like get anything else significant in time. prices are inflated once you get to 80.
I'm glad that I didn't now.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, I spent like a full-on weekend getting honor cap, and then I also got honor cap in 2 hours, in like less than 2 hours.
I was regretting it a couple days ago that I didn't do all of that work, but I'm glad it worked out for me this time. It usually doesn't. Usually
Well,
my
yeah, I mean,
laziness catches up to me.
especially because of that gate that you have to be 80 to even buy the thing.
Right.
Did I do it? Oh, yes. Turn it in. Okay. How much more? 30K. Okay, and I have the... Where can I turn that in? Can I turn it in Dalaran? Oh, I can turn in Victory and Wintergrasp in Dalaran, so I need like 10K experience real quick. This quest is sending me 1,000 yards. I don't want to do that. How do I get 10K in like 2 seconds?
I have a couple towers explode in Wintergrasp as you're there. This fucking human Death Knight has Baron Rivendar's charger. Baron's mount.
Oh, I'll just go turn in this quest. Okay. That's the move. How long it's going to take me to get over there?
To min-maxing the fucking balance for a raid so 2 guilds can clear it and then you nerf it anyway. This is not a good use of the player's subscription money, okay? It's just not. They have 13 days, no shot it's gonna last that long? Yeah, exactly. Reset day is perfect time. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, maybe with reset day or something like that. But I just feel like if, easy is boring, bro, like, it's not easy. It's easy for them because they play the game fucking 16 hours a day. It's not easy for you. You're not saying it's easy. You're not even doing the raid. Like, I don't care what, like, oh, somebody says the raid is easy. Meanwhile, they're not even playing the game. It's crazy how much, it's the people that are eating Cheetos out their fucking belly at the Olympics saying I could do that. Get the fuck out of here. These games, the game's already so fucking complex. You have to do so many things in the game. Holy shit, what are we doing? Are we really gonna say that a game is easy because 25
like
of the most experienced poop sockers that play the game professionally and have done so for over 10 years
Yeah,
are able
Questy
to
has been
clear
bugged
it
for
within a
folks.
week? No, that is the worst standard you could possibly use.
Like
So
maybe
yeah,
half of my
just
objectives
make it take a
tracked
few
and
days, and
spoiled
that's it.
this point
I think
to
that's
do
about
my-
all we
to, like,
need.
actually read the quest.
I mean, I think that's
Yeah.
something that's good
You're
for the
making me
actual player base.
understand
I don't
lore.
care about mythic raiders. Like, especially, like, I care about mythic raiders. I don't care about, like, fucking
Do
top
like lore a lot,
50
but I'm gonna
world
focus on
mythic
that
raiding
when I
guilds.
The
was
lore in
looking
Wrath
for
was really,
right
really
now.
good.
Challenged.
The
This
lore
is
in Wrath
not
was
something
really
that
good.
the game needs to balance
Yeah.
around.
We did it.
It's unreasonable.
Well, let's
It's
go.
unfair for everybody else. New loot system for the raid.
If I was the
Top
GM,
level
as soon as you
system,
said we did it and you hit
there,
80, I would have
okay?
kicked you out of the
I mean,
guild
nobody
just for
cares
fun
about
and then
mythic
invited you
raiding, but
back.
what if it gave
Like,
crazy
congrats on
bonuses?
80. Boot.
Overall, yes, I would agree with you. Let's
Yeah, I
see
had
here.
2 quests that I
And,
hadn't.
go
I
over
I
here.
wonder if they're
Okay,
like.
excited. Let's see. Everybody's
Well,
pretty
sometimes
much
I just
happy
decide to
about
move on to a
this.
different zone and just.
Okay,
I'm
we're
like,
ready to
well, I'll turn that
race.
in
Yeah,
later.
all right.
Like I'm
Everybody's
sure the
happy.
guide will bring me
And
there
this is
another
good.
time or
I'm
something.
glad for that, and I'm excited for
Oh,
the new
weird. This
expansion.
says it should be a
Whenever it
flight
comes
path,
out,
but there's
I'll be
nothing
playing it.
here.
You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Hopefully they don't have a mount that requires scales to make. You need 10,000 scales to make a dragon mount. Yeah, 1 in 20 drop chance. Yeah, it sounds about right.
It's not
And
like
yeah,
easy to
game adding and
fly into
balancing for streamers.
Dalaran,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like you should just never. Like,
It's
the
easy to
way
fly,
that
and
the
you'll
top
eventually get
0.1% play
dismounted,
the
but you can
game
usually get
should
where you
not
want to be before that
relevant
happens.
to how the game
Yep.
is designed. Unless the top 0.1% are actually actively affecting
And
everybody
it throws
else.
you on a parachute.
It's kind
It's
of
not
like,
like
for
you'll get
example,
hurt.
you could say how the top 0.01% are
Carrying
affecting
on no
everybody else in
fly zone.
PoE with like super juiced runs because they're able to inject
Yeah,
a
the
bunch
annoying
of
part is
currency
getting
and
out
items
and
into
go to
the
Crassus Landing
economy
every
early
time.
on, and it was not reflective of like what the actual player base was encountering. But for the most part,
Where's
whenever you
the
just have
quest
people that are
target for
playing they're playing in their own
the
lane,
PvP
doing their own
quest?
thing, who cares if they beat it a little bit faster?
For Wintergrass?
Yeah.
I want to see the game.
The
be
only ones I
designed
know are in
for
Wintergrass. There's 2 different
rather
spots you
than,
can turn it in at the
you know,
flight point and in the
minimal
castle.
amounts of people that are
Or in the
playing
keep.
it professionally. Like if
I
somebody
don't
plays the
know of
game
anywhere in
professionally,
Dalaran you can turn
I
it
feel
in.
like you should just categorically.
I was looking at the wrong part of my map. You're
discard
absolutely
the
right.
about how the game should be designed.
Well, good thing I had
unless
2
it's
quests at
something
that
the player
spot.
base actually wants.
I had like
This should not
exactly
be something
40k
that
of
is a
quests just
goal
complete. I was like, oh, okay,
to
sick.
make somebody who plays the game professionally.
Well, so we go to Org and we buy
Like
really
what-
quickly.
But we like watching World Tour.
Where's-
Say goodbye to all your money.
And number 2, I don't think that watching.
Okay. Maybe helmet
I don't think
would be a
that
good
making
buy
the
or
world
something.
first
For
race
badges,
take
get your belt.
longer Makes it less
Belt.
entertaining. Or, sorry,
But you
makes
said
it
that
more
there's that
entertaining.
Bat.
I
Oh
would
no,
rather
no,
have
not
a
badge.
short,
I'm talking
good
about
world
honor.
first race
Oh, honor?
than a
Oh,
long,
no.
drawn-out
I
world
prefer
first
spending my
race
honor on the
where
213
everybody is
stuff,
exhausted,
which is
tired,
the
they're trying to do like
epic.
raid
It's
resets,
gonna have the
more heroic
longest
split
lifespan.
clears.
So
Yeah.
Also,
So that's
get
why you
stuff
got
that
like
has
the
hit.
ring you were saying.
That's not
I got the
great.
ring in the
Yeah, 1
neck, the
week is good, 2
213
weeks
ring
is
in
too
neck.
long, 1 day is too short. Yeah,
Look
you
for
know,
ones that have
like,
hit and
you know,
they need to have hit
days or
and
so,
strength no matter
you
what
know,
it is
getting
you
through
buy.
the
Don't
raid,
get the ones that are
figuring
just
everything out. I
stam.
think that's very
Yes.
reasonable.
So
Sure.
it's the accessories quartermaster.
Last
No,
race was a
it is not.
disaster. Yes,
It's the
exactly.
guy to the
So I think
far
that, again,
right,
it should be-
or furthest.
it should be
If you're going
1 week.
clockwise around the room,
1
it's the
week
guy who's
max.
furthest clockwise who's
Okay.
actually selling stuff.
Let's see here.
Oh, I see.
Let's look at
Deadly
all this.
Gladiator's
Okay,
Pendant.
great.
Okay.
So World of Warcraft, Dragonflight coming out December.
Yeah, Deadly
sorry,
Gladiators pendants and Deadly
November
Gladiators
28th.
bands.
this year.
You said hit
what that
and
means, it's in 2
strength,
months.
right?
Yes, it needs to have
Literally
those
less
2
than 2 months
stats.
from now. Because it's the 29th right now. 2 months.
It's the
and
only
we're
way
at
it's going to
Dragonflight.
benefit you, and
Holy
then you'll just
shit.
have to make up for
I
the
am
lack of
amazed.
your mitigation
The leak
stats.
was right. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I didn't expect that. I thought it was
In my
going to be a lot
opinion, it's
slower
worth
than
it, though.
this. Let's
Why are
read
these
some
all
of the
spell
comments here and
power?
see what
Here's
people have
attack
to
power.
say.
Hit rating,
And,
84
I'm
stamina,
really
112
angry.
attack
Same
power.
Salute back.
That's
Blizzard
all
Dev
it-
taking
that's all it
notes.
is for
You
the
seem to
neck.
be,
Yeah, that's the one that I
people
got.
seem to like being able to
Yeah,
acquire
Deadly
them for raiding,
Gladiators
dropping
Pendant of
things for
Victory.
classes and raid not
Yeah.
popular.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I should get
That's-
this.
Yeah,
That's what I would
for
recommend,
the
yeah.
raid test tomorrow,
Okay, I'll
personal
get
loot
that.
will be a thing on release.
Although I have a neck that has defense
Wait,
on
what?
it. 26 defense.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
okay.
confused. Why is this
Yeah,
person
don't.
saying
If
that?
you
Well,
can,
in
don't
a
replace your
raid,
defense
the all
pieces.
itemable restrictions
If
placed
you
on
have a piece of
trading
defense
between
on it,
members
don't
of the
replace
group
that
are
one.
removed entirely.
Especially if
Okay,
it's a
that's
lot of
good.
defense. So you're
Small
gonna
itemable
to make up for
increases are up
these
to
items,
you.
you're gonna have
Yeah,
to stack
sure.
up defense.
Itemable trading. There exists a third item level
I
tier
have like
at which items may
some.
drop up to
I've
2.
grabbed defense, like
Intermediate
every
tier that
defense
exists
piece
for bosses. Oh, that's right.
that I could
Yeah,
get.
so they're adding
So
in different tiers
I have some
of
defense
item level gear.
pieces.
That way,
See
whenever you
here.
progress through the raid, you feel like
Because
you're
let's see.
getting,
So there's these
you know, like,
bracers, but it's
certifiably
crit.
stronger
It's a
and better
crit
gear.
resilience strength
Unique
stam.
drops experiencing
It's a
with,
lot of those
with
stats,
number
but
of
It has
bosses
strength on there,
possess
right?
one item that intentionally
Yeah.
drops at a
It's not a
higher
bad
level.
idea then.
Oh, I see. Usually, a higher item level.
the
To be clear, this
cloak,
isn't Titan forging. It will be the same
hit.
item every time,
No,
and it will be
let
slightly
me see if I
rarer
can
to
find the-
compensate. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
attack bar
I see see what
crit.
they're saying. So it's
Oh,
like
here's a
having, like,
attack
some
power stamp.
special
No,
item,
no strength.
sure. Let's see here. A primer ahead of the raid testing tomorrow. to
Yeah,
provide
because they make
context
these sort
for
of
these sort of
generic,
changes.
right?
Well,
And
they're
so,
providing context for the
yeah.
changes, but they're
Well,
not
I
saying
can get the
that
brace.
changes
I can get this
are
neck
exclusive
for
to
now,
the
I
beta.
guess, and get the
So
braces
that's an
later.
unclear statement. Now, I think that this is
Oh, but
the
there's
way
these
that I would read
boots
this This
No,
is not
right.
changes and experiments
Also
to
crit.
raid rewards in Dragonfight Season
Maybe
1
you just
faded.
get all of those
Dragon Fight
and
Season
stop
1.
being a tank. Just go Fury.
This seems to be like the projection for what's going to happen.
Well,
Fury,
yeah,
no,
it's
you
like-
go arms for now. Fury only
Now,
takes off
unique
during
drops,
ICC
I
and
actually am a
TOC.
big advocate
Yeah,
for
you need the
having
armor
certain
pen.
items drop that are really powerful.
Well,
and I'll go
at
through
any
and
rate,
look
we
at a
were
few
able
of them in
to
a second here, okay?
use some of our
These could be
honor,
unique
so
appearances,
that's good.
items with special bonus effects, or powerful.
Yeah,
tricks that
I
you
don't
pick up.
think it's worth tearing
I
yourself
think that
apart
it's
deciding
good
how to spend it. It
have
sounds like
those
it's going to be
big
pretty plentiful
dick
for a little while.
items, right? We're talking about something like
Okay, let's see.
Onslaught Girdle.
So are you ready to queue?
A ring of spell
I am
power.
in Wintergrass
That was
mining right
insanely
now.
good. The Talisman of Ephemeral Power, and these are just from.
So your
Do you want me to
total
report?
defense rating?
Oh,
Do you know?
Oh, hang on.
Do you know what your
Hang on,
defense
hang on.
rating needs to be uncrittable?
You're talking about Dragon Spine Trophy. So we have had
Do you even
these
know what your
things
defense
in
cap is?
game, but they
No.
have just been
It's 689.
really, really good. So if
Okay.
they have an increased item.
What does it
well,
show
I
on
have
your sheet right now?
457.
Yeah, you have a problem.
But I have 6 more defense that I can get just by being level 80. So, that's most of it. But I mean, I don't think you're supposed to be defense capped the second you hit level 80. I think.
No, but you do get to it ASAP. It's your primary. It's your literally top thing you have to do.
For heroics, it's pretty beneficial to be close. Pressing
Yeah, I mean,
blows are
I'm
still
not,
gonna hurt even
not
in
suggesting
heroics.
it doesn't matter. I'm just suggesting, that it's not surprising I don't have it quite yet. Okay, so let's see.
Exactly.
Heroic Strike, rank 13. Ren, rank 10. Thunderclap, rank 9. Heroic Throw. Cleave, rank 8. Battle Shout, rank 9. Demoralize Shout. Slam. Random Shout, rank 3. Execute, rank 3. Revenge. Shield Slam. And, yeah, that cost me something like 400 gold.
Now you're done. No more abilities until Cannon.
Or until he swaps specs and learns all the ones from the Mortal Strike and stuff that he needs to upgrade.
I learned Mortal Strike before.
Yeah, but it has upgraded ranks. Take a look at your trainer and turn it to unlearned.
Yeah, I should do that.
So it was nighttime in Wintergrasp a second ago. Now it's daytime. Are we on like a Hawaiian server? Oceanic? What's going on?
Yeah, like a lot of my pieces just don't even have defense because I took whatever mitigation thing from like quest rewards I could, but I didn't have anything that gave me defense really.
Yeah, so you can just do an item search and look for stuff that's what is it, 178?
Like my shield doesn't have defense.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
really
so-
need the shield from it's either Halls of Lightning or Stratholme.
Get the Titan still one.
You know how
That one's
expensive that would
pure
fucking
defense. It's not, but I mean, it's not gonna take too long to make. Like I can almost make it now. All I need is a frozen orb. I got my 3 Titan stills.
Wait, what is it?
The
be. Also,
Is
also,
it VOE?
also, he should just get the better
Yeah,
one. The one
PoE.
from Badges. There's one from Badges which is better.
Yeah, but badges take longer. It's just gold for them.
He should already have almost enough
What
badges to
mats
get
do
him.
you need? I could buy the stuff.
No,
What mats do you
epic
need?
flying.
Well, how much does it cost? Or what do you like? What mats do you need besides the frozen orb?
It's 3 Titan still and a frozen orb. That's it.
And what does Titan Steel require?
It just requires you to make it. It takes
Is it-
3 titanium, 1 primal fire, 1 primal shadow, 1 primal earth per titan still.
Oh,
I don't have the
eternal.
fires, and I think maybe I have. I think I have exactly 3 titanium ore because I only found 1 node.
Have a good one.
If you're a miner, you tend to have a lot of all of that, but if you're not a miner, then you don't.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
you just fly around Renegras, get a couple titanium nodes per day, and you'll have enough stuff to make your daily
So-
tight still.
Hey, if you want titanium, if you have a bunch of Serenite bars, I can literally turn 8 Serenite bars into a titanium bar.
The thing about mining the titanium is you'll also get your eternals that you need to make the titan still. Otherwise, you're going to have to go out and farm elementals as well.
Yeah, I have lots of the other 2 that you mentioned, but I don't have fire. I don't think.
Yeah, so the fire is you're only going to get that from titanium nodes, or you have to go farm the fire guys in Wintergrass. There's a few other fire guys around the world, like there's a Sons of Holdir area where you're going to get a few fires each time, but
It always seems to be that fire is the rarest. It's like Pokemon.
fire is definitely the rarest in Burning Crusade. Fire and air. It's just fire is needed for so many more things this time around than air that you don't really notice it as much for the air.
Yeah, air was a big farm of mine.
Shit.
That spot in like Netherstorm.
Yeah, Herbalist gets so much life, and then Shadow and Earth, you get a ton of just farming Serenite. So there tends to always be a glut of those too.
I can't attack that target.
So after a couple of these, we'll see how it goes. I'm really worried that I'm like way too squish, but we'll see.
Yeah, but you can just do an item search on Wowhead for 187 plus item level gear that has defense on it, and see what you should target.
Oh god, why are there so many ally?
What happened to your friend?
I'll be able to buy those bracers. I will be able to buy those bracers like if we do 3 runs.
Yeah, that's the next thing on my list is the bracers.
Like those are actually statted for me, so they're nice.
Yeah, bracers are just my lowest item level piece of gear, so.
I have green bracers because they have 18 parry rating. It's pretty whack. Why are they? They're like trying to stop us from attacking. Why are they doing that?
They didn't get the message. You'll notice when we're on the defense and run down and do towers, there's always a few horde back there doing the same thing. It's just people who, I don't know, they think they're...
They don't know what the
being
meta is or whatever. Yeah.
Or they think they're being moral. Like no, we don't just throw a fight.
Yeah. Like for the horde.
Right.
Glad I
The-
got the experience of like doing a legit Wintergrass where you're actually trying to win because that was fun, but never again. That shit takes forever.
It was still so imbalanced back then. It was just very imbalanced. Good winter grasp is wonderful, but it was rarely that way even the first time around.
Honor 10,000 time 7 minutes. Actually, almost 11,000.
Does that compare? Like, what does that get you? It's the average piece of gear cost.
It's probably like a third of a bracer.
Yep. It means that you're getting capped every hour a little bit more than an hour.
Yeah, if you do 2, you're pretty much capped. So that'll be like one piece at least, like one big piece. Because you can get 3, possibly 4 in if you're lucky with the timing. Oh, thank God my org is fixed. Huge weight off my shoulders.
Did you have to do anything special to do that? Did you have to finish the Wrathgate stuff?
No, when I first got that quest, the event quest, I didn't understand what was going on. And it was like nothing was clear. Because if you zone in like when it's in the middle, sort of, it's like nothing is clear about what's happening. And so I was just like, there's, it's like, fight with Thrall. And I'm like, where the fuck is Thrall? And like, he's nowhere to be found and all this kind of stuff. And then I was running around like down in the Undercity and I just didn't see anything. I didn't hear any emotes. I didn't see anything. It was just like impossibly like high health mobs and stuff like that. I was like, I don't understand what's going on. And then I started to read that it was bugged. But what gets tricky is like it's hard to get back there when everything is bugged.
Yeah.
Because I dropped the quest. And then earlier today, I took the portal to Undercity, but it ports you like directly. Obviously, it's the same portal, so it ports you to like the Mage Quarter, and there's no way to get back up to accept the quest from the guy at the beginning because the elevators don't work. So it was like, I literally don't know how I'm gonna, finish this or whatever. I ended up going to the Blood Elf City and flying from the Blood Elf City to like. Not lights, like to the bulwark, and then I ran from the bulwark and I got the quest again from the guy and went in and finished the quest.
Yeah, people were complaining about it in Dragonblight like day 2. I'm like, all right, I'm just not gonna bother with that chain.
Off and away.
Just skip
Pleased
it.
to meet you.
Yeah, I think you it's so funny because I generally follow the guide pretty closely, but sometimes I'm like, oh, that sounds cool, I'm willing to check that out, and every time I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? It's like, and this was the worst one by far because it like bugged out my Undercity, bugged out my Orgrimmar.
Yep, never sway from the meta.
And I think that like they didn't even say it because it's like, don't do this because it's gonna get bugged out. They're just saying like this is a huge waste of time, like that will derail your ability to level. It's so funny. This one mage is able to run through our entire column because no one can attack them to stop them. I tried the entire time. Too much lag.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try again this time. It looks like they all came mid just for the fight.
Well, there's a little bit that's good about a mid fight, right? Because people level up and can buy the vehicles. Is that right? I don't really understand how this works.
No, that's exactly
Okay.
right.
Oh fuck! I think I bugged it out.
So we like it because now we can go capture the workshops. You just stand mid, get the kills, don't do anything. And then you can go get the workshop and jump in a demolisher right away. Or not a demolisher, a siege engine right away. That way we don't have any demolishers on the field, no catapults on the field, and we can finish it quickly.
Bolts being on the field is bad because like they're just less good, or
They don't do as much damage to structures, and that's all we're trying to do. We're just
right.
So there's always going to be demolisher. If you happen to get one, like if you get a siege engine, just go for some of the peripheral towers and destroy those, because there's always going to be people trying to break into the base, but those towers are 1,500 honor a piece, so just aim at those.
Any of y'all ever play the original Warcraft 3 or like
Yeah.
the expansion pack?
I did, yeah.
Sure did.
Like, yeah, there was that strat that humans would like mass expand and then just spam siege tanks, and it like they can't attack units, right? So it's like this really weird game where like they have a bunch of units and you're ignoring all their units, like just to kill all their buildings or whatever. It's really funny. It was like strangely effective, and like people kind of thought it was annoying.
All right, and if you don't get a siege engine, hop in one of the turrets on top of the siege engines. And this guy is just going to park. Not going to do anything.
I need to get closer. Too far away. Not ready yet. That's still recharging. Isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Ready yet.
And there they go. They're aiming at the towers.
Hey there.
Good work. The problem with this strat, though, is like going for this last tower, it takes like an extra minute, maybe two.
For the
Hmm.
Alliance.
And it might
Oh,
cost.
because you have to like break through the
Right. I'm not sure
It's-
it's. If you're only planning on getting 3 Qs, then I guess it's fine.
It's yeah.
Pretty much guarantees you're not going to get 4 Qs.
Yeah, which probably you want 4 Qs every time. But,
Yeah.
oh well. Like I literally might have to buy these. If we had 4, I would have to buy the bracers in between Q because I would be capped or something.
Yeah, this cannot be as intended. This is just, it's wonderful, but goofy.
Yeah, well, because the TBC pre-patch was the same. There was a well, I think this is a little different, but at the time there was like a literal 10x bug in terms of honor gain. And so you could get Grand Marshal stuff in like an hour or something like that. Like it was crazy. And so a lot of people were like, oh, I'll just do that a little bit later. But then Blizz was like, wait, this is really wrong. And then they fixed it. It was like everyone who didn't do it was like, fuck.
Maybe that's why this is happening. They're making up for it.
Okay, let's buy these bracers. Well, they have crit, but whatever. These are a huge upgrade.
Oh, that was a quick Q. That's nice.
Every minute counts. I mean, because it's only 12:18. I think we could get
do
4
it.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually under 10 minutes. It's just how much under 10.
I'm in between battles.
No, 10-minute fights. And then usually the queue is anywhere from instant like that one to 2 minutes. And if it's 2 minutes, then you're fucked. You're not going to get your 4 in.
I was just wondering how much time in between different battles, like how many hours.
Oh, 3 hours. It's on the every 3 hour mark.
Okay.
So midnight server time. The next one will be 3 a.m. server time. And then the queue window is open from the hour to 29 minutes after the hour. It seems like if you queue after 29 minutes, you don't get in. Nothing happens.
Summon me again at your peril. You cannot command me.
Arts indeed.
Really good chat in this raid. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. All right. Always the rich cultural experience of playing
Crusader Aura! Oh my god.
Oh, that's on my bad.
I got like a bajillion spam from my combat text of Crusader Aura. I don't know why. It was really funny.
So my tactic is I run in, bubble, consecrate, and run out.
Nice.
And then I just hang out and watch the kills come in.
Well, being in the front in AV has never, like in PV, in these giant PvP battles, has never been a good idea.
Yeah.
I ran with a paladin for a little bit in TBC. That was hilarious as a demo lock because you hit the meta, hit charge because you actually get a charge as a demon form. Charge in the middle of them all, turn on immolation aura, and the paladin bops you. So you literally stand in the middle of like 30 melee who are all trying to melee you. They can't do damage to you while you literally do like one. During TBC it was like 1.2k DPS to everything around you. Just like wee.
King's honor, friend.
And then you die.
Light bless you. Greetings. Be careful.
I think it's time to warm up some pizza. Be right back.
Oh god.
Need to
After
kill one more mob to hit 80.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Pregrets.
One mob. I'm fighting it right now. There it is. Ding.
Nice, congrats, dude.
You.
Man, I feel like I was so slow then today.
Got into a good groove with the quest.